Everyone knows that there is violence, rioting, and chaos in Manipur today. And of course, there are many out there who have absolutely no clue as to what is happening as well. But above all, unfortunately, there are lies, misreporting, and subversion of truth that is adding to the confusion all around. This is especially true of the region of Northeast, which has its own unique demographic, history, and a socio-cultural setup. Manipur is on the boil today, and there is a curfew like situation in the state. And to talk us to the reality of what is really happening there and to give us an accurate picture of the ground realities, we are very fortunate to have with us today Sri Sonamani ji, who is a retired senior superintendent of police and also a socio-political commentator from Manipur itself. Namaste Sonamani ji, welcome to our show.
Jay Namaste, Ms. Fujita of City Media. I'm deeply honored, and in fact, this is an opportunity for me to apprise and highlight to the listeners of this country as well as in the abroad. Kindly go on. Dhanyavad.
Right, sir. Uh, you are living in Manipur, am I right? And which part of Manipur do you stay in? Do you reside in?
Yes, I am in the heart of the Imphal city, a place called Thangmaiban Vijam Dewan Leka.
Ah, okay. And so, Sonamani ji, getting right into the problem, what was the real reason for the violence that took place in the Churachandpur district on the 3rd of May? What was the reason for the outbreak of violence in that particular district on that day? Could you tell us what happened?
Oh, yes. If you kindly permit me, can I just take a few seconds before answering to you? The
Please, please.
Manipur comprises about 32, 33 lakhs, the different communities, about the 37 communities we live together very harmoniously, very peacefully. And as you are aware, Manipur was an independent nation. Manipur has been the name from the Manipuri. So we never claimed that Manipuris belong only to the Manipur, only the Manipuris will stay. No, we welcome every section of people of this country as well as if any foreigners who have settled in India, if they wish to visit, no, there is no say to say no. We must welcome it. We never differentiate either somebody is a religious, a Christians. Manipuris are mostly, we are by and large, we are Hindus. We believe and we are a peace-loving people. But since you raised and the many medias, unfortunately, so sad, most of the medias, even the international medias and the national medias, apparently, the what is called some section of people, very biasly, indiscriminately, they have manufactured it and they have highlighted it, and that's why it has become more, and they have put more oil in the fire. Pujitaji, Manipur is a small state comprising of about 32 lakhs and about 35, 36 different communities live in this the small state. It was an erstwhile, it was a nation, but we merged to India and peacefully we have been living it. This time the Churachandpur incident, which you desired to know, if I am allowed to say, I say that the Honorable Chief Minister Sri N. Billion, he is a man of task. The Manipur is adjacent to the Golden Triangle, Burma, Laos, and Vietnam, where the drugs rampant used to pass through Manipur. So Manipur has already earned a bad name and a bad reputation. But slowly, gradually, the Golden Triangle apparently is shifted to Manipur. And present Chief Minister, he has taken up a few good steps. One is out of few, one is war on drugs. Because every day about 10 crores, 20 crores, 30 crores, these drugs are being caught, and they and many are different channels are also going through to Assam and to India. So our image is turned. So he had planned war on drugs. So he continued about 1 year. That was really successful, and the government of India, she knows well that yes, it is a good step. But unfortunately, some foreigners from the Kuki community, I may be pardoned by saying a particular community, because they happen to be under the suspension of operations. There is a tripartite talk about few thousands. The foreigners, they came from Myanmar, because the Myanmar and the Laos and the Vietnam, long ago, there was a civil war. So many Kukis, Chin, Mizo, all these tribes, they have migrated towards the Purva Pakistan or the East Pakistan, now the present Bangladesh, then to Manipur, then Mizoram, then Mizoram, Manipur. So Churachandpur Maharaj, about 200, 250 years before, so he has allowed them to settle. Churachandpur Maharaj, who was ruling king, he has allowed them to settle few hundreds or maybe a couple of thousands to the Churachandpur, present Churachandpur village or this town. That's why it is called Churachandpur. So slowly, gradually, that Churachandpur area, by this the elements, um, those who are illegal immigrants, their numbers have been increased day by day. So there is a population explosion in Manipur, in many parts of this the district. In the out of 15 districts, 10 districts, 7, 8 districts, particularly dominated by this particular community, this Kuki. There are numbers are increased in many forms. So this government reserve forest, many these the illegal immigrants with a purpose, with an emphasis to pitch and plant the poppy plantations since past 10, 15 years, discreetly that had been going on. But it has enough is enough. Present Chief Minister, he has taken up this challenge and he did it and completely forest, reserve forest and completely into the deforestation. There is hardly any jungle and there is hardly any forestation area. So government of Manipur has taken this drastic action, which many people they did not like it. So all this suspension of operations, though in these outlawed people, they possess a very powerful guns like M16, M20, AK-47. They are supposed to stay in their own designated camp, and their arms and ammunition they are not supposed to take out and roam around. Government of Manipur repeatedly and requested and asked many times not to do or not to behave. Sometimes they are busy in the extortion. Sometimes they used to go and they threaten the people. So as such, government of Manipur, I must thank the Chief Minister. He was bold enough to say the government of India, along with the suspense of Operation These Outlawed People, we cannot go together anymore. Their activities is very unbecoming and very unpleasant. They're extorting money. They are threatening people. Even in the elections, they go on campaign against the will of the people, but they were forced to go, at a gunpoint. These are the complaints came again and again. So, Government of India, President Chief Minister, he had already apprised, but the Government of India said, "भाई थोड़ा रुक जाओ, थोड़ी देर तक हम देखते हैं." This was the advice apparently given, but unfortunately, had the Government of India,
So,
yes, sure,
can I interrupt,
oh
sir,
yeah,
a little
sure,
bit?
sure.
If you could give us a little more, if we can step back a little bit, because I think a lot of people don't even know who cookies are. They don't know who metes are. They don't know that there's a conflict between the two groups. So if you could just give us some understanding of, for example, I didn't know that cookies. I just found out that they occupy the hill districts, and the Métis mainly live in the Imphal Valley. So if you could just give us the geographical spread of the two communities, and also speak about the reason why the violence broke out on 3rd of May in Churachandpur, which is the reservation of the Métis community in the High Court, the demand for a
Oh,
reservation. So if we could start from there and then you could give us more of an
certainly.
overview.
Generally, Manipuri people, Manipuri, of course, it comes under the umbrella of this Manipuri, all these people we live together. Now the meeting, we call it. We prefer to live in the valley areas. Earlier, we were a tribal. Much before 1950, we were a tribal. We used to live together. Our forefathers, about 12,000 years, our history says we were in the hill. Now there is a tribe called Tangkhul. In Manipur, there are about 35 communities are there. Chin, Kuki, Mijos, and Tangkhul, then the Mao, Maram, then so many other tribes are there. So we people, particularly Valley people, were assured. Manipuris people, we wanted to live in the near the lakes, near the river, literally for the civilizations when they realize it. Without water, without the near the water, near the river, near the lake, cannot develop or cannot survive. So we came down. This is the history says of 12,000 years before onwards. Now, most of the tribal people, they prefer to live as they want because they stay in Manipur, different districts, like as I said, 34, 35 the communities, they prefer to live in the hilly areas. We have no any objection. For the Britishers, they have divided the hilly people, particular tribal people, let them be in their own areas, in the hill areas. So they have, although not officially segregated, but there is some line, some demarcation they made it that the hill areas, let the hilly people, let them enjoy it. Let the valley area people, let the Meitei people or the Meitei community. But Meitei people, when you say that Manipur in the valley areas, again we allow and the government permits all those the hilly people to come and to settle peacefully and enjoy and the work and they have their houses, not houses. They had been living it. But somehow or other, the
In the valley.
in the valley. Whereas we are not permitted because of 1960, there is a MLRN Act, Manipur Land Regulation Act, that is 1960. Our previous government, they have decided that, okay, let these hilly people, let them be in the hill areas, and we Manipuri people will live here. Let them come and settle in the valley area. But you Manipuri people, people say,
Ah,
no, no, you,
cannot go.
you
You
can't
can't
go.
go to the
In अपना देश में हम प्रदेश बन गए. This is the issue. No, 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 this is later on. And
correct.
they say that we are the majority people. There is no such word called majority. Say India is a Hindu majority. We cannot say that. Yes, India, we love Hindus. Definitely, we say, but we never say that we are Islamic people like Bangladesh, like any other the Muslim country, Islamization, like in Pakistan. Only the Muslims, only the Muslim, the religious who doesn't convert, then you quit it. Otherwise, you are forced to the convert in Muslim. That is not the principle of India.
But
This is the beauty of this country. But somehow or other, this issue it is not the scheduled tribe issue. It is not at all. This has been wrongly framed. This has been manufactured in a different picture. We say that Manipuri scheduled tribe, we were
uh,
scheduled tribe earlier. हम पहले भी थे और हम रहेंगे. But because of 1960, some of our elders, after conversion to the Hinduism, हम आपस में हम ऊंचे जात, हम नीच नहीं है, हम हायर कास्ट, अपर कास्ट, सुपर कास्ट, ये हमारे बीच में हमें एक ख्याल आ गया. Then we said that no, we will remain as a general category. So Sir Nichols Roy and the previous Prime Minister Gopinath Bordoloi, in 1950, both of them were sent to our opinion. But some of our elder leaders, 1960, so they have given their own comment. No, 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 no. That was in 1950 when that no, we want to remain as a advanced community without going into details, and that they have just given a consent by three of them. One MP, Lalita Madhav Sarma, he was the leader. So, without taking into confidence, without any congregations, without convening any people's large people opinion was supposed to be short, but they have given the blindly. Okay, no, we don't want this civil tribe. No, we'll be in the general category. This is the biggest problem that grew from there. But it continued. It continued. We have no say to say. Tribal people, scheduled tribe, they're enjoying it. Scheduled caste people, they're enjoying it. We, the general category, so-called general category, we want to live peacefully the way the tribal can come to the valley, and why not in my own state that I cannot purchase a piece of land? This equality
I
number
can't
one.
go to, correct.
Yeah, this is another. So their apprehension is that the scheduled caste and this present issue is not at all an issue. This has been cooked in a different way. This is absolutely wrong. Even I have appealed to the Honorable Home Minister, who is Amit Shahji. I have appealed it. I'm a small fry, but the fact and the factual fact that is it is a wrong totally. 2013 onwards, scheduled tribes had been demanding it. That is a legal issue. Present government did not forward it court. They have gone. It's okay. But this issue is the poppy plantations. The present government we had
Maybe.
managed to stop it, and their business has been sufficiently. They have been damaged, and there is no way out for them. Many of them have become a millionaire overnight, and Manipur has become a drug lord mafia. Mafias, this they have their bahubali, they have flexed their muscle. So they wanted to occupy, they wanted to capture a certain areas. Their plan is has been made from long, long before. This Kuki means they belong to under one umbrella. Kuki, Kin, Mijo. They call it Joe. Jet for zebra. O for orange. Joe. Under the Joe umbrella, like the Mizoram, the Mizo language and the Kuki language, Chin language, these three are more or less the same, like the Bengali, like Assamese, like Korea, like our what is it? Uh,
Yeah.
like that. So they said, so they wanted to have to separate their country or land or state. This is the 10 MLAs who have deserted Manipur. They have said very clearly that we want to merge to the Manipuri, what is called the Mizoram. Then what I will say more than this?
Ah,
They have already said, and they have blamed, which is baseless. Said that Metis people have started behaving indifferently, their rights have been deprived. How it is possible? If I cite in this example, today in the police service, this Kuki community, they are very hardworking, they are very laborious. I fully agree. I appreciate it. Many Union Public Service Commission, IAS and IPS, they are becoming successful, and Manipur is ruled by them. Now the previous DGP, Mr. LM Khoti was a DGP. He is a Kuki from Churachandpur itself, and he is an MLA now. He was working along with the Mr. Biren Singh, Honorable Chief Minister. Then another new Kuki, Mr. P. Dongel, he is also Kuki. He has become another DGP after another DGP gone. Now another P Dongel has been posted out. Now another C Dongel, then L Kailun, then S Play Kongsai, a line, there are 10, 15 of them are for the lining for DGP. We have no jealous. Why?
they,
Because
so
that's what hurt.
they're all cookies. They're all cookies.
Exactly. Even the chief secretaries, additional chief secretaries, commissioners, secretaries, many of them are. Let them be there. Let them be peaceful. But don't differentiate and don't blame that many people that we have harmed them, we have tortured them, and we have outclassed them. How it is possible? It has never happened before. And how it was happened suddenly? But these illegal migrants, those narco-terrorist people, their business is now doomed. And look like many rich people, even maybe government servants, they're behind these muscle men and all these the illegal immigrants. Because overnight, who doesn't want to become a rich man? So this is the genesis of this unfortunate this incident. But they cannot say that it is because of the drug cultivation, what is called the poppy plantations, all these things were happened. They cannot say, but the government knows. ऊपर में कोई तो देख रहा है. So this is the thing. We people, we don't want to counter. And why should it? Because Manipur belongs to every section of people. If somebody from Punjab comes here, so many Punjabis they are doing good, wonderful business. Maroris, they are controlling the Punjabis and the Maroris, they are controlling the Imphal city. Why should we be jealous? They are a mustard in the business. They are teaching us. They are fitting us. They know the business. We people who have lagged behind. Why should we be jealous? Rather, we should be thankful to them, and we
Correct.
should learn from them. And Manipur door is open for any section of people, to anybody. And during our this Sangai festival, I will personally appeal you. Please come and please visit and stay about a week. Then you will really learn what this Manipur is good or bad or worse. You will evaluate yourself. but ये बात बिल्कुल
Which
गलत है.
which
शेड्यूल ट्राइब के
festivals?
issue.
Can you name the festival?
Yes, Sangai. Sangai is a very typical the deer which has not been found any parts of the world. It is only in the near the lake or near the river, and because they find that this is suitable area. That is only the Sangai found in Manipur. So the Pujidaji, this has been wrongly framed. And we have nothing against Kukis or Mijos or other people. Why should we? When we go to Punjab, nobody bothers us. Our thousands students, thousands of people are living in Delhi. Nobody else in it. Hyderabad, so many Manipuri people, they stay there. Many of them, they want to
Yes.
go and get posting there. Bangalore, three of my children, whole life long, they were there. Nobody pointed, who are you? Why you have come? Nobody bothered. Everybody busy in their own way. You receive education, they come back. So we
Correct.
should reciprocate. We should reciprocate. We welcome. But these foreigners, people, particularly the Kuki community, suddenly Manipur populations in the hill areas, where the Kuki dominated areas, suddenly this from Myanmar, many foreigners, they started pouring in. We had been raising our voice. More than 40, 50,000, if not 1 lakh. These refugees migrated from Manipur illegally because all the borders are our Kuki brothers. Those people who are coming and migrated also are the Kuki brothers. Naturally, there is a little sympathy on them. Obviously, I will also have
So, so now,
the sympathy and the same behavior. I cannot just deprive. Please carry on.
yeah. So my question is, so there are the Kuki community. Are they from Myanmar also? Like we know that Kuki communities are in Manipur. Like you said, they are from Manipur. They are in the hill regions. So are there Kuki
Yes,
communities in Myanmar also who are coming?
yes, exactly. It is a no man's land, but this has not been guarded. One step is Myanmar, one step this side is India. So all these hilly areas, particularly the Chandil and the Tinopal, these two districts, and this side again the Bangladesh and the Mizoram, and again Myanmar also near there is also the Kukis. Mizoram is also Kuki. Bangladesh is also in the Chittagong Hill district. There is also even the present Chief Minister Tanga. He himself during his the underground movement, he was even in the Chittagong Hill tracks bordering with the Myanmar. So here, as I said, it is not a fence area. One step this side is the Kuki, our Indian cookies are there. Their relatives might be in the Myanmar, and one step back means that is Myanmar. One
Myanmar.
step in advancement that is India. That's Manipur. So this is no man's land. So their all relatives are in Myanmar. Sorry, in Manipur. As I said, only 1 feet. 1 feet, one step is we go back. That's Myanmar. Then the road is open, hill or open plain area. Nobody checks anything. That's such harmoniously we have been living in. But Manipur population suddenly population explosions has increased. So in our own land we have become a refugee now. So we have raised this issue to the government of India. No, let the foreigners be singled out, let be detected, and let the NRC be allowed to apply here in Manipur too, like Assam. And in Manipur is in our own land we have become minority. This is another root cause for they are antagonizing what they tell you. But the governments, sure.
How much of the involvement of the, because we know that Kuki community is majority of them are converted to Christianity, sir. They are Christians, right? So how much of the involvement of the church How do you think the church is involved in kind of uh, encouraging or provoking the Kuki community, or kind of creating this misinformation across the world or in India that Meitei is a Hindu community, Meiteis are Hindus, and therefore they are persecuting the Christians? Is this also true, part of the problem? Do you think this is part of the problem or no?
Pujita ji, about these religion matters, it's very difficult to say. Many Manipuris also have converted from Hindu to Christianity. And from Christian, also for a couple of them, they have converted by themselves, not by forcing to. But the religious people or religious or head, I doubt very much that their involvement may not be directly or and because there's no rather any evidence that we have got so far that any religious community people were involved. Rather, now religious people are coming out. That Manipuri Christians, some of them, they have even come out very strongly. They have voiced that no, there should be peace. Manipur cannot remain such kind of an instability way. There should be peace. They have advocating now. But you see that, as I say, this is the two districts, the Ferjol, adjacent to the what is called the Mizo national from their states, their Mizoram, they're adjacent to that, and Churachandpur also. And this all these Kuki inhabited areas, they're all brothers and sisters. We have no different shape. But we want that government fortunately could detect more than 2,200 illegal immigrants were detected. That was simply a beginning. That was only that was only tips of the iceberg. We have raised that 40, 50,000
Right.
migrants. But they said that no, these are all our brothers, these are all our sisters. Obviously, they will say language is same, their food habit is same, religion is same. They will say this is how slowly, gradually, 2 into 2, 4, 4 into 4 is 16. Then it is multiplied. Now it is more than lakh or 2 lakh. We want that this illegal immigrants, this issue has been fomented right from this Musselman and this Bahubali and all this drug lord. From this, all these the migrants, they were being allowed to stay in the government forested land. This very surprisingly, so that they were not allowed to mix up with the other the hilly people. But if they come down in the main town, then they may be spotted, they may be detected. That apprehension might be. But this practice has been going on more than 30, 40, 50 years onwards. That's why in the Naga areas, for your kind information, kindly permit me to apprise to you. Naga area, many districts are there. Why there is no such population explosion? Why in the valley areas so many communities are here? Why there is no such population explosion? And why only the our Kuki brothers dominated area? Why is such a huge thousands of people? How overnight the how this kind of population explosion is going on? This is a factual fact. I will urgently request you, some of your representatives can visit it, can be our guest, and study yourself independently. We will not poison you. We will not say anything. We may provide a vehicle. Just feel free and do whatever you want. Collect information overtly, covertly, what you feel. We don't want to poison you. But today, many manufactured news is being highlighted. Like even the Al Jazeera, even the NDTV, even the what is called this Bharat Express, then again the Ask Tak, so many other channels. We have complained. We are not in a position to say, why did you highlight like that? Why did you like that? But the one thing I make it very clear, as I say, Honorable Home Minister Amit Shah ji, he is really, really a very hard-working Honorable Home Minister. As you are aware, now we are 140 crores people, the world's largest populations, the Home Minister is not a matter of joke. I have my due regards. I follow him, his way of expression and his convincing. But one thing, he has done very good. But one thing I beg to differ from him. He said very clearly 2 times, ट्राइबल पीपल जिन्होंने मणिपुरी मणिपुरी लोग मैतेई लोग जब जनजाति बनने चाहते हैं उसी में से ट्राइबल लोग भड़क गए और आपका जहां आपका आपकी शोले आपका जल रहा है जो अग्निगिरी की तरह भोजकनों की तरह, ये बिल्कुल गलत बात है सुजीता जी। हमने कभी से शेड्यूल ट्राइब से ये कभी नहीं जोड़ा। हमने सिर्फ मणिपुर को इंटैक्ट रखने का, मणिपुर को ये पॉपी का एक कारोबार जो है पॉपी का नाम मिटाने की कोशिश की। आई हैव asked him, Honorable Home Minister, you should have rather appreciated your Chief Minister, who has already deforested area. He wanted to again the forestation, planting 75 lakhs of sapling. And the Manipur, he tried his best to completely eradicate this poppy plantation. आपने इस बातों को स्वीकार नहीं किए। रेदर आपने कहा कि अब नागा लोग मणिपुरी लोग जनजाति बनने चाहते थे, उसी में से इन लोग आपके तरफ भड़क गए। ये बिल्कुल गलत बात है। लेट द गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया, इफ दे वांट टू अरेस्ट मी, लेट देम कम एंड अरेस्ट, बट कभी भी झूठी होता है, सच सच ही होता है। अब दिल से अब पूछिएगा मैंने क्या कहा, ये बात गलत है, सच है। ही नोस इट, आई नो इट, पीपल नो इट। वी पीपल वी आर नॉट हैप्पी। अगर उनको कुछ देना है भारत सरकार ने, we have no objection. Why should we? Give them better facilities, more and more. But don't try to divide or don't try to separate the Manipur in a very differently. We have been living harmoniously.
Right.
Why not? Suppose if the Scheduled Tribe demand issue would have been all other tribes, 34 tribes, why they have not agitated? Why they have not agitated? Why only a particular section of community, our brothers, our sisters? I say very well from the core of my heart. We don't differentiate. They say that we are harmless. हम तो रावण बन गए, हम तो असुर बन गए, हम तो वो बन गए। वो तो उनका कहना है, वो तो ऊपर में तो सब देख रहे हैं, कोई तो है। बट भारत सरकार को बिल्कुल ध्यान से देखना चाहिए। अगर मणिपुर टूटा, ये भारत सरकार से, ये आपका कुकी लैंड, वो असम, मणिपुर भी पूरा भारत से चले जाएंगे। ये बहुत बहुत ध्यान से उनको उनको सोचना चाहिए कि इतने आसानी से हमें ब्लेम देना ठीक नहीं। कहिए।
So, Sonamani ji, this is from what you tell me, this problem is because of one or two things. One, I think it is about land. It is about wanting a separate statehood or wanting the cookies, the chins. I think they want a separate state, isn't it? That is one. And the second is
separate state or separate administration, whatever may be, बात तो एक ही है, अलग हो जाना।
जी,
मैं आपके घर में रहूंगा, लेकिन मेरे कायदे कानून अलग होगा। आपके घर में आप अधिकार नहीं देंगे, मैं आजादी हूँ। That is what exactly. अब कहिए।
Yes, and दूसरी जो आपने you pointed out a big problem is the illegal immigration. You are saying that this problem is being created because of the illegal, by the thousands people are coming in from across the border, and that is what is causing this problem.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
Yes. And the third, you're saying that this the fact that the current government is going after the poppy cultivators, that is causing these people, because I think a majority of the Kuki communities or from Myanmar, they are involved in poppy cultivation, illegal poppy cultivation.
Exactly.
So they don't want the current dispensation to continue. They don't, because they feel that their business is being attacked, their revenue is being destroyed. So you're saying these are the three main reasons for what is happening in Manipur right now?
Yes. Let me supplement, if you allow me, kindly. Yes. One point is, as I said, suspension of operation, what they call it, too. Government of India and these illegal migrants who try to invade, who creating all problems, they are all underground elements from Myanmar. They are supposed to be in their designated camps, various designated camps. They are supposed to deposit their arms under lock and key, one key with them, one key with the government of Manipur, so that when they go together, they can open it. So they are not permitted to move out from the camp too. If they are supposed to come out, they have to seek the official permission so that they can move. But that's without arms. But what happened now? These guns, all these unfortunate incidents today, in and around the Imphal Valley, all these two activists or illegal, these migrants, they have taken out arms, ammunition from their court, and they are not supposed to move out. forget about the carrying arms. They have taken out and they have started this, the creating all these missions. So public also behind them now. So this we think government of Manipur tried her best to stop. That's why Mr. Biren Singh has already cautioned and has already he has submitted. No sir, हम उनके साथ हम रह नहीं सकते. इनकी हरकतें बहुत बाहर हो गए. वो पैसे छीनताई करते हैं, लोगों को बंदूक दिखा करके, बंदूक नोक दिखा करके लोगों को डराते हैं और लोग जी नहीं सकते. अब उनके साथ हम इकट्ठे हम रह नहीं सकते. अनफॉर्चुनेटली गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया से ने भाई तुम थोड़ा रोकना. दिस इज अनदर कॉज. तो व्हाट मिस्टर बीरेन सिंह से, अगर आप भगवान का विश्वास करते हैं, वो ही हैज डन वेल, बट सम पीपल डोंट लाइक. क्योंकि मेरे बिजनेस में मुझे इतना मुनाफा हो रहे हैं कि मैं रातों रात मैं करोड़पति में बन गया था. ये आकर के मुझे क्यों भाई इससे रावण रावण क्यों बने हैं भाई. मेरे बिजनेस ये तो पूरा सत्यानाश कर दिए ना. होल कम्युनिटी कहा कि नहीं मणिपुर ये खड़ा होते, ये मणिपुरी हिंदू लोग हैं, ये हमारे बातें नहीं सुनते. हमने कब कहा कि भाई तुम्हारे घर में तो इतने कुकी यहाँ बसे हैं, लाखों करोड़ों रुपए घर बना करके बड़े बड़े पदों पर है. हमने कब कहा कि भाई तुम ट्राइबल हो, तुम यहाँ बैठ नहीं सकते. कब कहा दिए. अब कभी आके खुद अपने आंखों से आप जरा पढ़ के देख लीजिए, देन यू सेटिस्फाई योरसेल्फ. मैं आपसे मैं गुजारिश कर सकता हूँ, क्योंकि हमें झूठ बोलने का हमें आदत नहीं. व्हाई शुड वी.
True, sir. So from what you're telling me, the violence is primarily incited by the cookies from outside the border. They are not the cookies from. Is that true? Is that mostly the cookies are from the ones who are with the guns, the ones who are inciting violence? They are
Yeah.
from outside the border. They are not cookies from
Yes.
Manipur.
Yes. Because these two people, suspension of operation, these outlawed people, there are 24, oh no, there are 42 groups, I think. The splintered group. They are from Myanmar, or they are from Bangladesh, or they are from Myanmar. They have come illegally, they have been given shelter. And lastly, they have been creating problems. So, Government of India, Government of Manipur, and the Su activists, three of them, they sat down together. They have several their discussions they make. They came into an understanding that no, let us have a talk. And they're all signatory. They have mentioned very clearly these two activists, unlawful, this activists. We shall not create any problem which is tarnish the Indian government territory. Also, we will not try to harm the disintegrity of Manipur. They have signed it. This copy is with me today. Unfortunately, I couldn't produce any one of these days. I
Right.
can forward to you. But today,
Sure, sir.
वो बातें कहाँ गया. उल्टा हमने एक घर में सांप पाला, वही सांप ने हमको जरा डस दी. वो बातें ही होगी.
Share कर दिया.
ये तो ऊपर वाले सभी
सही.
देखेंगे. That is what I say.
So, what are the, if one were to ask the Métis,
Yeah.
the valley people, what is their, not demand, but what do they want? What is it that they are requesting of the government in Manipur, or let's say the government at the center? What would their request be?
No, Manipur government has said that we have given too much liberty and also the equality. As I say, many top departments have almost all their cookies and videos. As I say, we have no jealousy. Why should we? आपने अपने इतने अपने मेहनत की, अपने IAS IPS में आ गए, मैं हार गया. So let me. Oh, why should I be jealous? So they are occupying almost all the top and they are above the creamy layer. Many of them. मणिपुर की जितने रिजर्वेशन होती हैं, सारे ट्राइबल का अलग होते हैं, शेड्यूल कास्ट से अलग होते हैं. और हम तो अपना देश में हम परदेश हैं. So we are so called we are a higher caste, upper caste, super caste. हम तो कहाँ चले गए पता नहीं. हमारे पूर्वों ने क्या कर दिया हमें. तो हमें तो अब तो जहाँ देखिए 140 कोटी के अंदर ये सिर्फ 10 लाख जनता हम मणिपुरी, हम आपके साथ कैसे मुकाबला कर सकते हैं. हमने कहा थोड़ा जीने के लिए हमें भारतवर्ष से कुछ मांग सकते हैं, क्योंकि सारे जो है 90% लैंड इज ऑक्युपाइड बाय द हिल ट्राइबल एरिया. कुकी, नागास, ऑल ऑफ देम. अगर ये सच होता, इन्होंने जो हमें ब्लेम जो दी है, दिस बिल्कुल गलत, दिस ब्लैक एंड लाई. blatant lie. That cannot be. In fact, if this issue, stereotype, why they try to link it differently, they try to I was of others. They say, no, no, this is the wrong. Why all other tribes, 37, 38 tribes, why they have not joined this time? They try to bring them under one umbrella, what they call it, community of tribal union. Oh my God. तो कोई किसी तो साथ नहीं दिया उनके साथ. Only they themselves have remained. इट इज अ फैक्चुअल फैक्ट. अब वेरीफाई कर लीजिएगा, क्योंकि मैं जो आपके सामने कह रहा हूं कल हमें हमारे बारे में बात करेंगे. बट व्हाट इज दिस? सूरज पूब से उगता है. दिस इज यूनिवर्सल ट्रूथ. ये कैसे गलत हो सकता है? Tangkul area, Tangkul people, they are Ujjanis and I am. So many talks going on. They said, no, this should be through discussion only. No violence. They themselves said, what a wonderful, their good idea. So Kuki is also good karma. What is the problem with them? But this is totally wrong that we have a hatred attitude towards them. No, 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 no. Not at all. ये बिल्कुल गलत बात है. बिल्कुल. अब आइए, अब चुपचाप अब देखिएगा. आप अपना भेष बदल करके भी आइएगा, देखिएगा. Without telling to us, you verify people, then you will know it. सच तो सच है, झूठ तो झूठ होगी. We have no jealousy of them. And why should we be? I mean, you are a Manipur citizen. We have no differentiate about the Sardar or the Marwadis or the Bihari or the Bengalis, Assamese. A lot of people are here. The UP or so many other states, they are here. Why should we be jealous? Why should we? We're living it. Whether we give our houses or bhai aajo ghar ki reh de dete hain. Because some people come, they say, "Nahi bhai, he is our man, don't do it." Nobody comes in house. This is something, a blatant lie. They should not. You want to blame us? This should be some properly. One should work out, not that भाई गोली चलाओ और उनको कुछ आपके लोगों को आप जान ले लो. That's the way that you can solve the problem. So our home ministers of in the government of India, I think they will have to work very hard. As our chief minister said, हम उनके साथ में रह नहीं सकते. You do something, sir. A tangible action. You take it. हम हार गए उनके साथ, क्योंकि वो बंदूक लेके जाते हैं, लोगों से पैसे चिंता करते हैं, ट्रकों से लाखों रुपए करोड़ों रुपए लोग उसको वो पैसा लेते हैं, पर लोग विलेज में जाते हैं, धमकियां देते हैं. तो फिर कैसे मणिपुर सरकार इसे कंट्रोल कर जाए? हम कंट्रोल करने जाते हैं, बोलते नहीं भाई, तो गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया का सस्पेंशन ऑपरेशन पीसफुल अब बातों के लिए इन लोगों को बांध के रखो. कहाँ बांध के रखा? वो तो सारे दुनिया घूम रहे हैं और इन्होंने तो ये शुरू की. ऑफ कोर्स there are people also, many of them, who doesn't aspire. We were a different nation. क्या मैं झूठ क्या मैं भी तो मैं झूठ नहीं बोल सकता. अगर हमें फिर दोबारा हमें आजादी मणिपुर इंडिपेंडेंस आपको मिल जाएंगे तो हाँ, हम भी बड़ी खुशी होंगे. आपका चेन्नई के कहा, तमिलनाडु तो ठीक है भैया, आपको उधर आपको भी हम दे देंगे, वो भी जरूर खुश होंगे. लेकिन ऐसा नहीं होता. इंडिया वी आर पीसफुल, वी आर लिविंग इट peaceful. Our children goes and study in Bangalore, Shillong, or Delhi. Nobody bothers to say whether even my they look the peacefully we are here. Nobody bothers. और उनके पास फुर्सतें कहाँ है? अब कहाँ से आए हो भाई? क्या करने आए हो? ये सब कहाँ फुर्सतें कहाँ है? दिल्ली so busy, हैदराबाद so busy, such a well-planned city. कहाँ लोगों को फुर्सत कहाँ है? अपने बाल बच्चों को भी परवरिश करने टाइम ही नहीं मिलता उनको. अपने बीवी को, अरे भाई मैं जा रहा हूँ, वो तो भाग के चले जाते हैं. This is such a lovely city. It's a peaceful city. India is dying because of the Afghanistan people, because of the Pakistan people, because of the Sri Lanka people, because I have also traveled many foreign countries in my life on official duty. I have seen it. India में सब कुछ होता है, जो असंभव को संभव होता है. This is how. That's why the China is not happy. China is not happy. दलाई लामा को कितना आजादी देकर पूरा हम रखे हैं, तो हमें इंसानियत बहुत है. अब कश्मीर को देखिए, मैं 2 साल पहले मैं कश्मीर में था, राजबाग में, देखा कि कश्मीर पूरा बदल गया. अब पता वो कहाँ का कश्मीर था, अभी पूरा बदल गया. इंडिया फ्री G20. आप तो देखे होंगे, आपने दुनिया भर में आपने आपका समाचार या आपका संवाद पत्र में भेजे होंगे. इट्स हैपनिंग. तो ये अब देखिए सारे आपको प्रधानमंत्री जी कल परसों अमेरिका में आए, सारा वर्ल्ड इस तरह भूचाल आ गया. ये भगवान ऐसे एक इंसान पैदा किए, अधिक सारा दुनिया के सर झुक करके इनको अपनी इज्जत दिखाई. ये तो हमारे मान है, ये तो हमारे सम्मानिया है, ये तो हमारे ऊपर हम 1 इंच हम बढ़ गए हैं. यही तो विश्वास करते हैं ना।
Correct.
बस अननेसेसरी कोई किसी को ब्लेम देना जहां जिसके कोई मतलब ही नहीं, दैट विल नॉट
So,
लास्ट लॉन्ग।
Sonamani ji, you're saying contrary to what people believe outside. You see, a lot of false information is being spread outside the country also. So you're
Yes,
saying that this is not. You're saying this is not about religion. It's not about Hindu versus Christian. That's what you're saying. You're saying it's about land. It's about illegal immigration. It is caused by illegal immigration, and you're saying that it is also about poppy cultivation that the current
एग्जैक्टली,
government is going after.
एग्जैक्टली, एग्जैक्टली। अच्छा
Yes.
बताइए, अगर आपका पॉपी प्लांटेशन दूसरी जगह, अगर तांकुल की जगह हो, माओ की जगह हो, मराम की जगह हो, दूसरे नेपाली की जगह हो, अगर उनका जगह में अगर ये प्लांटेशन करता, तो हम उनको ऊपर भी हम ये चाबुक हम चलाते थे। वो नहीं करते तो हम कुछ नहीं करते। They people, they come, they live everywhere. Some Nagas are saying we had been living with the Meitei people ever since the 400-500 years onwards. हमें तो कोई किसी ने कोई किसी कुछ नहीं कहा। वो नागा themselves are saying it. प्रॉब्लम नहीं। तो फिर एक सेक्शन पीपल ऐसे किस तरह हमें अब अंगुली उठा रहे हैं। हमारे बातों में कोई दम नहीं हो सकता, लेकिन आप वेरीफाई कीजिए, भगवान को देख करके वेरीफाई कर लीजिए, तो और सारे दुनिया को जरा ये समाचार क्या है, असलियत क्या है, आप खुद ही अब सबका अब समझा दीजिए।
So, thank you so much, Sonamani ji. I think you've given us a very clear and a very, an overview of what is happening in Manipur. And I think people who are listening in will understand that there are many aspects to this problem, and it's not what is being presented outside as though the Hindu majority is persecuting the minorities. This is how it's being presented outside, which is, according to Sonamani ji, that is not the case, and that there are many other issues that are involved. Primarily, the fact that there are Kuki tribes who are Kuki people in the hills who are coming from Myanmar, and they are illegal immigrants who are coming in, and the most of the problem is being created by them. And this is basically about drug cartels. It's about poppy cultivation. It's about land. It's about occupation of land and so on. So, Sonamani ji, thank you so much for giving us your time. For really giving us your time and your valuable inputs. I know that the situation in Manipur is very tense right now, but you still took the time out, and you have, very strongly expressed your views. So thank you so much for that. And
अच्छा पूजिता जी, मैं एक लाइन में आपसे, हाँ एक लाइन में से मैं आपसे मैं इजाजत लेता हूँ। My all respected Kuki brothers and sisters and the elders, I personally, as an aged man, at the age of 81, I am running now. I urgently, sincerely appeal you, whatever happened is happened. There is enough scope. Please come back. Please sit down with all the communities and with the government and try to solve your differences. We'll be more happy. Manipur belongs to you. Manipur doesn't belong only to one section, people may say. Please come back. Let us forget and forgive in each other, and let us restore the peace and harmony once again through this our the city media, our the madam the Pujita. I appeal you once again, if you are hearing it, definitely you'll be hearing it. I sincerely once again I appeal you, please come back like before. Let us live the way we lived 3, 4, 500 years onwards. Let us live together once again peacefully. Thank you, Pujita ji. Namaskar aapko.
Namaste, Sonamani ji. Thank you so much, and really appreciate you being here and giving us, the true picture of what's happening. So I hope, and I really hope that these issues will be resolved. These are not easily, these are complicated issues, but I do hope that with the center's sincere intervention, with the current dispensation in Manipur, and people like yourself who are so earnest and sincere in wanting to solve this problem, we do hope that some kind of resolution will be found, of will people will arrive at some sort of a resolution very soon in the near future. So, with those words, I'd like to conclude today's talk, and thank you so much,
Oh,
Sonamani ji.
thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
And viewers who are watching, please, this is a very critical issue. This is an issue that is, in the news right now, and people are very, very misinformed. So please do try and share this with your friends, with family members, or people who may be interested or even mildly curious. And keep coming back to Chitti for more content. Like and subscribe and comment widely. Thank you. Namaste. Pranam.
Please remember to subscribe to us and switch on the notifications for this channel. For our other social media links, more content, and to support our work, please visit citti.net. Dhanyavad. Namaskar.